Nigeria just passed one of the biggest tax reforms in decades. And while everyone is talking about inflation, talking about price hikes and government revenue, what nobody is explaining clearly is how this new 2025 Tax Act truly affects you. Your salary, your side hustle, your business, and even your next online transaction. Hi, I'm Dr. Ish, and in this video, I will break down the truth about Nigerians' new tax laws in plain English. Not from a place of panic, but from understanding. Because when you understand how the system works, you can work the system legally and wisely. Now, let's be honest, most Nigerians are exhausted. The cost of living keeps climbing, and yet every month it feels like the government is finding new ways to take a slice of our earnings. The 2025 Tax Act is being sold as a way to expand the tax net. But here is the truth. It is not just about big companies, it's also about you, the small business owner, the content creator, the tech freelancer, the market woman, even the Bolt driver. The government wants to bring more people into the formal tax system. In principle, this is fair, but without transparency and balance, it can easily become another burden on everyday Nigerians already struggling to stay afloat. So what actually is this new tax law? And what has changed in this law? Let's simplify it. The Nigerian Tax Act 2025 brings together multiple existing laws, which are the personal income tax, company tax, VAT, and more into one central reform. So here are the key highlights you should know. Number 1, digital income is now taxable, which means that whether you earn from YouTube, or you earn from Upwork, or you earn from Instagram, your income is now formally part of the tax net. Yes. Number 2, small businesses with annual revenue below 25 million naira will continue to enjoy zero company tax, but they will now need to register and file annual returns. Number 3, market traders and informal sector workers. The government plans to enforce taxes using local government tax officers through market associations and POS data. Number 4, luxury and high net items tax. There's now a luxury levy on imported vehicles, jewelry, and certain real estate purchases. Number 5, more power to the FIRS, which means that the Federal Inland Revenue Service can now use bank transaction data and social media footprints to detect unreported income. The intention behind this is modernization, but the question is, will it be fair? Now here is where it gets really tricky. So if you're a salary earner, you might think, well, they already deduct payee from my salary, so I'm safe, right? But here's what is new. Payee is now being digitally linked to your national identity, meaning if you have side hustles, affiliate income, brand deals, small businesses, every single one of it can be linked and taxed as one total income stream. So, for small businesses, the challenge is compliance. Filing tax returns means extra cost for bookkeeping and accounting, and many entrepreneurs simply aren't ready. Take for instance, a young baker who makes 4 million naira a year in sales. She is already below the 25 million naira threshold, but she now has to register her company, keep records, and file reports or face penalties. Now, this is where the real friction will begin, because in countries where tax reform works, the system is digital, transparent, and fair. But here in Nigeria, people are being asked to trust a system that hasn't earned their trust. So let me give you a story. Chinedu is a freelance graphic designer in Lagos. He works online, gets paid through Payoneer and crypto. For years, he didn't think of himself as a business. He was just trying to survive. Now, under this new tax law, his inflows are being tracked through his domiciliary account. The FIRS can technically flag his payments as income that needs to be declared. The problem? Nobody has explained how people like Chinedu should file taxes without being punished for just starting out. Chinedu isn't avoiding tax, he's avoiding confusion. And this is where financial literacy meets fairness. So we need a system that doesn't just collect but also educates, that builds trust by showing taxpayers visible results for their money. And until this happens, people will always feel taxed but unseen. So the question is, what can you do right now? Number one is to register your business, even if it's small. A registered business helps you separate personal from business income. It also earns you credibility with clients and potential investors. Number two is to keep basic records. Use simple tools like Excel or mobile apps to track your earnings and expenses. You don't need to be a tax expert. You just need to be organized. Number three is to declare your income honestly. The government is digitalizing data, so it's safer to file truthfully than risk backdated penalties. Now, number four is to work with a tax consultant once a year. Think of it as an audit of your financial health. You don't need expensive firms, just a professional who understands small business taxes. And finally, number five, use this law as a mirror. It is time to ask yourself, am I building a business structure that can stand the test of change? So here is the truth. Nigeria's 2025 Tax Act is not just a financial reform, it is a mindset reform. It is telling every Nigerian, we see your hustle, now we are formalizing it. But reform without support is just pressure, and that is where our conversations must begin between governments, businesses, and citizens who truly want to build a wealth the right way. So whether you are a salary earner, an entrepreneur, or creator, don't just react. Please prepare, because money obeys structure. And when you understand your numbers, you own your power. I remain Dr. Ish, and thank you for watching Finance with Dr. Ish. Don't forget to subscribe and share this with someone trying to make sense of the new tax law, and download your free tax survivor checklist in the link below. Remember, it's not just about making money, it's about keeping it, growing it, and doing it with purpose.